Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing a new feature on the website that I added for users to be able to configure their projects from their mobile phones or whatever directly on the website. So in order to configure a project, the user would go into their projects and click the little config icon in order to be able to configure each item as they want, like this, and when they're happy with the changes, they'd go ahead and click update. There you go, updated. And that would enable them to then go in-game and run, for example, a script which will generate a custom config in the side here with the different chosen values. So selected fruit, star fruit, Eden 1 is happy true, let's cancel that, go back here and change that to 67, change this to an apple, update that, updated. So now in game, if I was to run the script again and go in the config, it would change that to apple, change this to 67, and is happy false. So it's pretty dynamic. You also have access to the array choice that the selection is chosen from over here. So in order to create something like this, the script dev needs to go into my project, go into the demo project here, and down here you will have a little table. Let me just resize my screen real quick. Actually, I can just close this. There we go. That's easier. That's easier. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. All right. Bear with me just a sec. All right. So in the script, you can change the description of the different inputs. Obviously, here you can see that it's orange when in game it was set to apple because the configurations are user or account specific. Here I had clicked the one specific to my Lesbian account. So let's head back to our project and go and change, go and remove, say, all of them. I'll remove this one, I'll remove this one, and I'll also remove this one here. There we go. So now we want to create, oh, let's change this a bit. I'm gonna have to resize my screen just a bit. Wait, bear with me. Alright, so, sorry, I just had to resize my screen. Alright, so now we have different ways to create configs. So if I was to create a new config entry, this would be a string. So a string input would be any variable that the user will be able to modify. So for example, let's say, I'm gonna say favorite color. It's a variable name, so I'm not going to put any spaces in it or capital letters. You want to use the display name for that. So here you go. What is your favorite color, or just favorite color ? And then they can put here, or actually I'll put in a username. What is your name, or something like that. And then you can put in their favorite color over here. Whether it needs permission or not is here. So you can have permission specific if they have permission to this or not. Not yet implemented this bit here because there is no need for it. Added, it will say configuration added. So now the default value is undefined because I did forget to put in a favorite color. So I'm going to put in orange over here and update that. There we go. So you can update the display name, the default value of an input. You cannot change, however, the variable name because that is usually what scripts use, variable names. So if you were to change the variable name, it would not change the variable name used in your scripts. So it's better off just creating a whole new variable if you were to add it. So let's go ahead and create a boolean. So a boolean is toggleable on and off like this. So let's toggle this one on and say that would represent a status. So let's just say you want to toggle flying on the demo project. So I'm going to call this one dp_fly and have it named in the display name toggle fly and add that. Added. So now people will have a little toggle fly that they can toggle on and off. Let's go and create an integer, and this would be, for example, block. I'm gonna call this dp_block height. Block height, and this one would be I'd say max height. I'm keeping it pretty vague because this isn't a real project. Max height, and I'm going to go 63 and going to add that to the project created. And last of all, let's create an array, and this one I'm going to go with favorite fruit. Favorite food, because I already did favorite fruit. Favorite food in one with dp_favorite food. Display name would be, you don't need dp_, that's just what I'm naming it. Let's go for a display name, so favorite food, and have multiple different foods. So obviously, who doesn't like pizza? Lasagna. Let's add sushi. Spaghetti. I'm gonna trigger so many people by not typing it right. Spaghetti. And last of all, what's a good one? Let's go for tacos, hot dogs, and hamburgers. There we go. Hot dogs and hamburger. Right, now that's quite the selection. And you can remove, so if you don't like one, you can click the remove button. It'll remove it directly from the list, and to select the default value, I'm gonna default this one to spaghetti, because and you can add this. There we go, and it's spaghetti selected. And as the default value, you can select any one of these and then click update. And you have your variable names over here, like dp favorite food. So now if I was to go back as a user in my projects and go over here, you could see that all the default values are here. So favorite color orange, favorite food spaghetti, toggle fly on, max height 63. I could change these, so 63 would become 69, and favorite food would become pizza, and click update. This isn't updated this doesn't update the default values of the project, since it shouldn't. You see it's 63 spaghetti still. So in my project, these values are just changed for this specific user, for this specific account. So you have multiple accounts, you can have different config for each of the accounts that are here. So let's head in game now, real quick in game. So this was the old config. I'm going to cancel that. Let's run the project one last time and go back into the config that was generated, and you can see that it updated all of the variables. So now I have a dp favorite food selected, and it's selected as pizza. And if I was to go into the test.txt, let's just log this variable as if we were to use it inside any other script that wasn't here. So let's save and let's run this now, and you can see that it logs pizza in chat. So this pizza was from this favorite food. So let's change it. Let's choose hot dogs and update it here. And in game, we will do the same. We will run the script, and it will say hot dogs. We can change it to lasagna. Update here, and go in game. And this time, when we run the script a second time, it will use lasagna. So yeah, this is simply how you use the config system, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun, as well, the script devs at least have fun using the system to dynamically update your scripts with dynamic configs. And yeah, it's a very useful and powerful tool. So I hope this video helps you use these, and yeah, good luck.